Welcome back to the CrossFit Grandview podcast. It's going to be the last one for the year. We're going to be off next week, and it's just Kate and I. Dave is back home for Christmas. So we're just going to do a little kind of end-of-the-year wrap. Not so much talking about 2024, but what's coming up in Q1 of 2025, and maybe even some of the things beyond. But I have a schedule here of things. I want to get another one of those. So last year, if you've been a member here for a while, we sent out a 2024 outlook, and a lot of stuff we don't know what we're doing towards the end of the year until around now, and we're starting to get dates and everything for the rest of 2025 all lined up. So I should be getting that out to you by the end of January. I hate to do that, we're missing a month of that, but that's kind of what we did last year as well. But I'm going literally off of what I've written up for that outlook, and that's what we're going to kind of talk about today. So, first and foremost, a piece of equipment that has been long requested, and every year at the end of the year, with any money we have left over, I try and buy something cool for the gym. Last year, I think it was the saunas. It was the saunas last year. And then this year, we are going to get a big, huge commercial Life Fitness step mill. So
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, so that was Kate's bread and butter at Lifetime Fitness for years.
I won all the step mill competitions.
Yeah, she's dragged me into a workout or two on those on trips or something we've been on if we've had like two side by side, and it's hard. But I know a lot of people here will really like it. It's a low impact way to train, and it's gonna you can burn a ton of calories, and you can do it for a long time. I think it'll be a pretty in demand piece of equipment. We will probably have to put like a 30-minute limit on it, so people aren't sitting on that thing for
Let's just say right off the bat we put that on there.
Yeah, so that 30 limit, if no one's waiting for it, but yeah, 30-minute limit, so everyone gets a turn on it, and I'm sure it'll, like anything, after a few months, there won't be a line for it, but I'm excited. It's a really expensive piece of equipment, but I wanted to make sure when we get something like this, we're getting like the real deal, big, heavy duty one that is, not going to be broken all the time. I was hoping it would be in by the end of the year, and they had a pretty long lead time, like 6 to 8 weeks. So I ordered it a while ago. I got to follow back up with them, and I've not got like a shipping date or anything like that. So I will keep you guys posted on when it's going to be here, or maybe I'll just surprise you. So look for a step mill sometime in January, maybe early February. January 14th, Team Tuesday. So if you're listening to this and you're always looking forward to that, you can put that down. Again, the newsletters have I always put the Team Tuesdays out, so you guys can kind of look forward to that. As far as like events that we have at the gym, it's pretty slow in January and early February. So, this last fall, seemed like we're hosting a party like every other week. It's kind of a welcome slower period here.
Well, and I think a lot of that is by design, because we'd like a lot of people to participate in the open and maybe use that time of year to kind of clean out from the holidays. I know dry January is big. It's my birthday, so I never do that. We always have an annual trip we go on.
After vacation, though, that's kind of when we have that whole, we kind of do it in February.
Yeah, I always like to take a month and just kind of go within and focus on our health and really be a little bit more quiet, too. And I think after December and January, it's welcomed. I I might be putting something together like I did last year for a Galentine's, like a girls kind of like spiritual event. That was a lot of fun. I was reaching out to a woman that maybe we might do like a group yoga class. Someone that was recommended from Jamie Down, our last podcast. So we're going to kind of look for a space to get that together. I think that could be a lot of fun. So like a little Galentine's event. But other than that, yeah, we don't have a lot of events that time of year. And really just gearing up. We really want as many people to participate in the Open as possible. And we have the dates for that, right? That kicks off the first week of March.
So
right?
the Open, they released the first workout February 27th, but the first workout, I believe it is March 1st.
Yeah,
when we'll run
it's a Saturday.
Yeah, we'll run it at the gym. Just, a preview for that. If you haven't been at the gym for a while, or even if you just need a refresher, Saturdays is our big day for it. Now, we do have set times around for people who can't make it on a Saturday. So, like Sunday, we take the skills class out. That's another day we do heats.
So that's at noon, right?
Yes,
Sunday at noon.
Sunday at noon.
And then Friday you do some.
Yeah, Friday we do some as well. So we allow people to we make sure that you guys can get it in. One thing that we don't really allow, though, is for people to just randomly like grab friends and start grabbing judging sheets and just doing the workouts, the open workouts around the gym. I'm not going to validate those. So we need to have a coach around, and we need to make sure that we're all doing that right. So we'll have a podcast about the Open specifically, all the rules. We put out videos on how we do it here at the gym. The biggest thing is we run it like a competition. So
and to sign off, it's part of your integrity. So that's people if they want to know, like that's it, if it's your signature, it's your word, and
you can get in trouble. So I mean, every year they'll release, if a gym or a gym owner, like signs off a bad workout or something, they'll suspend a gym from the Open. And it's something I just don't mess around with. I take it pretty seriously. Like, it's all fun. So everyone sees like the level 2 guys who are kind of training for that all year, and think that that's the only people who should be doing it. We were just at a gym in Puerto Rico, and it was like, it kind of was embarrassing to me in the way that I think they had 90 people sign up for the Open, and they have 150 total members. So I think we had just over 100 signups with well over 500 CrossFit members.
Yeah,
so,
and I think people can think about it like, hey, if you're in town and it's Memorial Day and we're running Murph, most people come and participate. They just scale to whatever they need to do, and we'd really like you guys to do that, just to give you something to look forward to. I mean, we don't really get a lot out of it except for just the community, and it motivates us, but to bring everyone together, and it will motivate you to work on your weaknesses before, and then it will motivate you after you see your score, like, okay, this is what I need to work on for next year.
The Open is a big community celebration. So that's why, and I think it is, we have, most people like will do the workouts, but signing up and participating and throwing your name in the hat, it's $20, it's not a
Think about it. You get the end of the Open party with us if you want. Because I think people were upset they didn't get a T-shirt or something out of it. But I mean, we don't control that. That's CrossFit. But we throw a party at the end, and you can come and get $20 worth of free drinks and food to
at least
repay yourself for signing up.
My big thing as me, maybe it's selfish as like an affiliate owner, but we do have like, good participation through just the volume of people. I think we can like set, North American records with like how many people we have like signing up and things like that. We have a big gym, lots of people, just taking our classes in general. And I would just love to see that participation, grow to a different level this year. We've had, I wouldn't say it was bad. It's never been bad, but we've got a lot more, and I want to really put a lot into like trying to get everyone to participate. And hey, like there's years that I've been injured and I've taken off. I think I've got like out of 15, I think I've done 9 opens straight through, 9 or 10. So I've had years off where I've had an injury or something. And I'm not expecting anyone to come in with like, you know, a major injury that would not allow them to just train properly and then try and put themselves in peril. I'm not saying that. But if you're healthy and you're training regularly, like, again, there's movements now that if they pop up that I used to do very well, like I have a ring muscle ups really bother. I had a pec tear. If that comes up, I'm just like, that's where I stop in the workout now. I can do all the other movements in CrossFit, but like until something changes with that, you know, that's one I'm going to stay away from. And it's, you know, it's going to hurt my ego and stuff a little bit when I take a 0 or a bad score on that, but that's fine. It's just, we're going to move on and keep participating. So I would love to see everyone come out, and you can talk a little trash to people. Like you might have a workout you win or your buddy wins, and it's a ton of fun. So, again, that's going to be the first 3 weekends in March, and then we'll have our spring social at Woodlands, and that's going to be March 15th on a Saturday. So that is always a really fun party. I really like it because everyone's just finished the open and you really feel accomplished after that. And so the energy in that is different because you're celebrating doing something really hard. So I love that party. It's laid back. They've got like the pin style like bowling, and I love that place. So we'll be doing that March 15th after our last open workout. And then April is when we're looking to start.
So April 19th.
Summer Shred, April 19th. So that'll run April 19th through May 24th. And we'll finish May 24th, and that would be on a Saturday. And then we'd have Murph on Monday. It's great prep for Murph in the way that you're running, you're doing longer workouts. So if you do that. And
we did that last year, and I didn't feel bad at all in the runs.
Yeah.
So, for Murph, it didn't wear us out.
Yeah, we finished. Yeah, we only had a day between our 5K test out in Murph, but again, you're breaking up a mile or 2 miles with 20 some minutes of body weight workout. Yeah. It's not. Yeah. You're not just banging up on yourself too bad there. So.
And then the party for that we usually do later, but we might kind of look at that. This year might not do it quite as late, just kind of depending on where we can get into, because we did instead of
party for what? Oh, like our summer
shred, our summer social. Yep. So we did that at a different location just because of the weather, and I really feel like people really enjoyed that. And it was kind of nice to not have the weather be a factor where we could go inside or outside.
I think that's a discussion, though. I think the beach vibe or a pool and all that is. If
we're always looking for one. If anyone knows one,
guys, throw out your.
Where you can actually get in the water. It's not just a water feature, because
that place is really cool. But just throw out your pool party suggestions, places to do it. We're always, ever since we lost Premier to the condo stuff that's just going on over.
Lost.
Man, that place was great for it. So we've been kind of bouncing around everywhere, trying to find like our summer pool party home. And that party's usually not our biggest one. It's probably like a 50, 60 person event. But it's great. We're not that's not going anywhere.
It was bigger last year.
Oh, yeah. Actually,
I feel like there's like 100. I feel like more people showed up because they're like, okay, we don't have to wear swimsuits. Mm-hmm. We're there.
And you don't have to. You can just, most people aren't like doing a lot of swimming. You can wear just like beach clothes and into it. So, we don't have that date set either. So we're still trying to kind of find that.
Traditionally, we've done it right around July 4th weekend, which I think is kind of fun, like leading up to it. But we'll get back to you on the exact date of that.
Yeah, and then so Murph will be on the 26th. One thing we are going to be having too that we're starting to plan, and we're going to start teasing here shortly, is a competition. So we're gonna host a competition for the first time really ever. We've done smaller ones, fundraisers and things like that. Fight Gone Bads.
And that's May 17th. Is that right?
That is our tentative date. So I don't want to like, we're gonna release some teasers and stuff. So I don't want to like blow that.
Will that be a Saturday or a Sunday?
I can't remember.
Okay, I was just wondering. Yeah,
so we're gonna try and do it. We're gonna try and like hold our classes, or we may do like an abbreviated schedule.
Okay.
We're gonna try not to mess with our schedule at the gym too much.
Okay.
The big thing that we will need from people, because we haven't done one of these before, and it's part of the open as well. It's just getting some volunteers to help out. Yeah. So Drake is really going to be the driver behind that competition. So he's going to be the one coming up with the workouts, setting everything up, putting out the information, and kind of emceeing and running it. So I'm going to let him really run with it. He's been asking me for about 2 years, can we run one? And I'm like, we do the open. And then I'm like, okay, we can do it. Let's do it. And so I'm going to be there I'm going to be there as support. So I'm going to be like, he's going to be the man in charge. I'm going to be, what do you need from me? I'm going to be there to help him. So he's going to be leading the charge on that. So I don't want to give away too much stuff with that. We'll have him on a podcast to really talk about the competition that we're going to host. The community games will be the next week, or not the next week, the next month in June. I believe the exact dates are still to be announced. And what the community games are, it's a little different. So CrossFit is not doing a live semifinal the same way they have before, and they're not doing quarterfinals, but what they're doing is they're doing something called the community games. So everyone can participate, and then you'll get a level based on how you did in the open, and then you'll compete in a competition,
like an online sort of. Okay.
Yep, at the gym. So we'll definitely be participating in that, and we'll let everyone know details, and we'll try and make it fun for everybody. And
so is that the same? That will be the same weekend as like Murph and stuff, wouldn't it?
No, it's in. They said it's going to be in June.
Okay,
it's in June. They haven't announced it yet.
Okay.
Like the week it's going to be there. But the one thing is, if you want to participate in that, you need to do the open. So that'll be a couple months after the open, and it's something to train for. So I was talking to someone the other day, and he was just like, yeah, I do something better when I have something on the books. Like, and a lot of people run that way. Some people don't. They don't need that. But if you are someone who needs something on the books, that's another great thing to participate in and train for, would be that community games. If you're into like competition and seeing like how you're getting better every year, the more you compete in those competitions and stack years on top of each other, you're always going to do better, as you just keep doing it. So, yep, look forward to that. We have a couple, and then in the summer we do have some fun. We have like a 4th of July workout wood that we do every year, and then we've added a new workout Carter. So that's and Kate and I were out of town this past year. We'll be here. We'll host
29th,
27th. So we'll host that, and that's Carter Jack, member of our Drew Jack's son who passed away. It's a memorial workout for his birthday, and we'll be hosting that again every year. So that's just on the schedule now. Just looking forward to things here. We're already starting to target dates for our away game fall social. So 2 different dates in October that we're looking at for that. So we have a couple away games. Again, they don't announce what time it is until like pretty close, but we'll nail down that date, and so we'll have that on the books. And again, gang, keep looking at your weekly emails, because I release all this info. That's going to be your best place to get it. And if you aren't getting those, I actually noticed this past week I didn't get it, and then I looked and it had gone into my spam filter. Look in your spam filter if you're not seeing like the CrossFit Grandview Barbell Weekly newsletter, and then just like say, hey, this isn't spam, because it's all like things that we have coming up. It's, our schedules like on holidays and all that stuff. So
workouts.
Yeah, we put all the workouts out for the week. It's stuff you want to know. I don't spam you guys. I don't like put a bunch of cheesy offers and stuff out. Like, I'm not trying to just like upsell people on. It's just need to know info for our members. And then I don't have like quite like the date for like our total workout. I got to like set up all our training cycles. I'm still working through that. I think we do have our Santa party is going to be December 6th next year.
Yep. And then our Christmas party will be 2 weeks after. So I wanted to have
it's not on the 12th. It's going to be
on the 19th.
The 19th.
I wanted to have a week breather in between those.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So
19th.
December 19th. I already locked it in with the venue, same venue. I feel like if you guys have any suggestions with the food, we're always kind of trying to tweak that a little bit.
Good.
Yeah, I felt like
last year.
We might have had like some meat left over. People, I think, ate up all the potatoes. That was a big comment to have more potatoes. But we're always kind of trying to tweak these parties and make sure you guys enjoy them. So, any feedback you guys want to give us, we're open to it. We can't execute on everything everyone says, but we are doing it for you guys, and so you guys have fun. So please let us know what you think and how you feel about it, and what you enjoy and what you could leave.
Yeah, so, that takes us through kind of a base of what we have coming up for the year. And I think the thing that we've done here at this gym, because a lot of people will ask me, like, so what's next, or what's on I'm like, a lot of it is we've layered on so much stuff, and we maintain, Hot for the Holidays, Summer Shred, so we're running 12 weeks of challenges and participating in them. We're hosting half a dozen social events. So maintaining those is like a big goal. So that's like
in the open every week.
And the open.
Yep.
Yeah.
We have a DJ. We have a big event for 3 weeks.
Yep. So that's a big, that's another big event. And that's, so we're extrapolating that out. That's, we've got like 20 weekends that we're out of 52 that we've got something on the books for the gym that where me and Kate are running. So I don't know how much we're looking to, like, as a goal for myself, like me personally adding on to that. A lot of that is going to be really maintaining it, trying to find ways to make that stuff new and novel. We may change the format to Summer Shred. We're still kind of discussing that. We don't know. The open, again, that's going to run very similar, where we'll run it in the just as a class in the earlier classes, and then from like 10 to noon, I'll come in and then bring the DJ in, and then we'll run it more like a competition. But
That's a lot of fun if you guys can make that. Even just watch people. It's so much fun. It'll get you so pumped up yourself.
Yeah. You see those guys, they've been training all year for it. We'll have people kind of travel in to do it with our guys who aren't members of the gym, who are just competitors. It's intense. It's really cool. What are you have some goals for yourself or for like your business or the gym,
Yeah, I guess for 2025, my goal for kind of my business and the body biz, and just me personally too, is just like have more of an outreach where I can work with maybe just like, I guess, influence more people, however that works. So if it's, maybe old people coming back and kind of doing more like a wellness check every month, but just influencing more people. motivating people, really diving more and more into mental health, like your kind of your spiritual health, and teaching people how to kind of quiet all the noise in their mind, because I know that I always need that, and I need to come back to it. And I think that's what kind of robs us from our happiness is just listening to all the noise up here, and not being able to drop into your body and calm down. So really like sharing that with other people, practicing it with other people, whether it's like sound bath events or meditations, or just really bringing that to more people in general. That's my big goal. I would love to maybe do like a high rocks, but I'm kind of afraid to like totally put it out there. Yep. I've talked to some people, and I think if it came together, that'd be great, but I don't ever like to say I'm going to do something and not do it. So, I kind of have like a pin in that for the fall. I know you had mentioned maybe doing a boxing match, so I'm kind of holding off to see how you feel about your event. And if that doesn't come together, maybe we could do a high rocks kind of training together, which I think could be fun, and get like a small group of people. I talked to Maddie and Lexi about it a little bit too, and I think that could be really neat. But personally, I want to always just kind of feel good and feel rested and enough that I can enjoy my kids and travel and have a lot of energy and be social, but then also work out. And I think I used to always put my workouts above everything else. And if I was exhausted, so be it. Yep. So just always kind of managing that for myself.
Yeah, I think, similar goals in some ways, and like to be really, I would say like, I don't know, just kind of reductionist. I think just trying to really make things as fun as possible. So I think that's always been a big part of like our balance here. We do our social events and things that, we like to try and create fun, but doing it really
having fun in the day to day.
Yeah. So I want to I'm going to really I want to work with like our coaches and staff on like fun warm-ups and fun training and fun programming. And
Dave does a great job of that. I'm just thinking of his warm-ups. So I want to throw cartwheels in there. Sometimes I get pissed at him, but it is fun. It's really different.
So
and just
being more playful,
right? And not taking yourself so seriously.
Bringing the fun into the training, because even maybe our reputation, I'd say, we have a lot of really good focused athletes who are out there like competing and doing things, and it takes like a certain intensity to do that, but really enjoying what we're doing here and having a ton of fun, because when you're having a lot of fun, that's when it's that balance of fun and focus
that's when I always do my best. It's not when I'm just driving. It just like robs all the joy.
So like you were saying, like with when I came back and did a fight, 2 years ago, and I was just got back into doing it, and I was just having so much fun, and I was like, man, I'm getting like competitively good at this again.
And it's like as soon as you said that, I think you took like you got more focus, and then you started feeling beat up, and it started to wear on you.
So I don't know. I want to, like in the summer, I think I always like to kind of like switch gears a little bit after the Open and maybe get back into playing around and going to the gym and sparring and doing things like that. Like for just like a personal like training goal, I want to do the Open and then play around with some boxing. And I don't know if that'll lead to I don't know. I'm not as competitive maybe now as I am, but I just want to have fun with it. And like it might be going to one of those like sparring camps that I saw where you go and do that with a bunch of guys and fighters and stuff. And
advertise no women, no distractions.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a lot of fun. To tell you the truth, even like I don't want to really hurt anybody anymore. It's fun. I like boxing a lot, but So I want to have fun with sports and games, and I want to bring that fun to the gym. And because when everyone is having a blast and having fun, they want to come every day. They use it as like their recreational sport and not like you're eating your vegetables after, dinner as like your punishment. Like
Right.
that's, I don't want this to feel like that. I want this to feel like
it starts with us too.
Yeah.
I mean, we're the owners, and I think the more we can just enjoy and kind of take things light when we're in here, and that's this conversation we just had the other day. Just let's have more fun in the day to day. Just like kind of playing, being silly, and yeah, you've got to do laundry and dishes and prep food, but like you can have fun and do it. Yeah. You don't have to say like, okay, this is fun time's over, fun time's beginning, and now it's serious time. Like just literally enjoy what you do all day. And I think that's something that we should work on.
Yeah.
As a couple.
I think you're going to see that in some of the workouts, and don't avoid the ones that, because we'll have modifications and stuff. Even if you're like, I can't do that, that's going to hurt. Like, we'll have some fun variation for you if we're doing like handstand holds or, whatever it is. We'll find a way to like play with it. And I just want to, like you said, enjoy the training, enjoy the workouts, gamify things, like make coming to the gym like something you're really looking forward to every day. And I want to do that with the Open this year. Just make that just such a fun experience. So if you can look for a theme for 2025, it is having fun training at CrossFit Grandview, and that's just going to be like my big focus for the year.